The Los Angeles Dodgers are destroying Major League Baseball, and for a league that's struggling with popularity, here's how they get back their competitive balance.
Be good for business, also be good for Major League Baseball.
How's it going today? My name is Jesse McNamara and welcome to Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback. I look forward to reading your comments like the one we've got here. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode, see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. Today's topic: are we really going to let the Dodgers get away with this? It seems like once or twice a week for the last 3 months, we're getting news that they've signed another top name on the open market while most other franchises starve. And the latest signing to really boil the blood of baseball fans is 23-year-old Japanese pitcher Roki Sasaki. Since he was considered an international amateur, teams could only use their bonus pool money to sign him, which leveled the playing field significantly in terms of the type of contract he could sign. And the process of recruiting Sasaki was dragged out over weeks, giving all organizations hope that maybe this one time things could turn out differently. But of course, he landed in LA to become one of many aces the team will field in 2025. And now with just a few weeks before spring training, the Dodgers have signed the likes of Sasaki, Blake Snell, Tanner Scott, Hyun-Sung Kim, and a few others, while a majority of the league is left twiddling their thumbs. And as expected, fans of those other teams are looking to place blame somewhere, and that burden has been put solely on the Dodgers and the players choosing to join their super team. After all, it's their decisions, so it's got to be all their fault, right? Well, I think a lot of that blame is being misplaced. While I totally agree it's a whole lot less fun to consolidate so many great players on one team, I think we're focusing our attention on the wrong guys. I mean, listen to Blake Snell at his introductory press conference a few weeks ago. Here's what he had to say when asked how easy the decision to join the Dodgers was.
It was really easy, just because me and Haley wanted to live here. It's something we've been talking about for a while, and then you look at the team, you look at what they've built, what they're doing. It's just something you want to be a part of. I mean, look at the first 3 hitters in the lineup. It's tough to go against. So to be on the other side, know that they're going to be, hitting for me. Yeah, pretty exciting.
Doesn't he look pumped to join that team? And why wouldn't he? He got paid like he deserves, he's joining a roster built to be the World Series favorite for the foreseeable future, and he's living in Los Angeles, one of the most attractive cities for athletes to call home. So for those reasons, I can't really blame players for choosing to go there. And in the case of Sasaki, who could have signed anywhere for the same amount, he was obviously heavily swayed by the level of talent on the team, and specifically Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I also can't blame him for that, so I think the players should be let off the hook. As far as the Dodgers as an organization, I mean, if you have the means to pay the historic luxury taxes that they're gonna have going forward, then shouldn't you do that for your fans? They're the ones spending money on tickets and watching games, which allows for all of that income to be spent on their favorite team. Let the rest of the league worry about their fans and organizations. You can only focus on yourself. Now, don't get this twisted. I'm not saying you shouldn't hate the Dodgers. That's just part of sports. But if you're someone looking for a solution to the problem, that goes directly to those in charge of the league and definitely Commissioner Rob Manfred. Oh, believe me, I get the allure of an open market where players get paid what they're worth rather than being restricted by a salary cap. But I think it's just simply gone too far, and it's going to have a negative effect on the sport going forward. While attendance was at a 7-year high this past season, that was mostly due to the addition of the pitch clock and other rules that have made baseball games a little more engaging. The World Series, however, has posted its 5 lowest TV ratings in each of the past 5 years since Baseball Almanac began tracking it in 1968. And any efforts to increase the TV ratings could be canceled out if we see the same team in the World Series year in and year out. Gives the average fan less of a reason to watch the regular season and certainly the postseason. So I think the first step to stopping this madness is implementing a salary cap. I don't know what that number would be or how to apply it given the disparity in salaries, but too much talent is limited to just a few teams. I think most of us would like to see that talent dispersed a little better, but of course, there will never be a time when it's completely even across all 30 teams. But there's a way to make the season a whole lot more intriguing, and another thing Manfred and the league should focus on is stopping all of this deferred money. It really became emphasized with Ohtani's record deal last offseason, re-signed for 10 years and $700 million. For the length of that contract, he will only be paid $2 million a year. And after that, he'll get $68 million for the next 10 years. I don't think it's a hot take to say that's just not right. Again, I don't like that the Dodgers have been able to get away with all of this, but at some point, we have to look at the people in charge of letting this happen and hold them accountable. Because I'm not sure how much longer baseball fans will let this go on without showing their displeasure by spending less of their hard-earned time and money on a product with a predictable outcome. So are the Dodgers ruining baseball? I mean, yeah, kinda. But this development was inevitable with the structure of the league, and it's finally time to do something about it. Now, not all premier free agents have ended up with the Dodgers. If you wonder how San Francisco signing Willy Adames is the most underrated addition of the offseason, check out this past episode of Point of View. And the moment you've been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning in. We will see you in the next one.